2 years ago, I was shit at expressing myself. I couldn't get my point across. I was afraid when the teacher told me to read a paragraph from a book because everybody will laugh on that classroom, right? You're like, "Hey, teacher," and it was so afraid. I was so afraid to speak to other people, potentially friends, who I could say, "Hey, you want to be friends?" or a pretty girl who I could say, "Oh, you want to go out?" I was so afraid of this, right? I was not confident. I lacked all the skills. I couldn't even speak the language, bro. Because my native language is Spanish, and I learned how to speak English through life, right? I needed the skill because I started living in America. So I was so afraid to speak to people because what if I messed up while speaking? What if I don't say the right things? What if this that making excuses, right? Until I started putting my thoughts on paper. I started realizing that if you put your thoughts on a blank, boring piece of paper, and I say this again, you've probably never done this. You're probably gonna get better at articulating yourself. Not probably, you are. Like, imagine this. You're putting your thoughts, you're opening like a pathway through your brain, and you're like, yeah, this is what I want. This is how I'm going to do it. And this is how the word is supposed to be said. You're gonna be 100% better. So the 10th rule by Jordan Peterson is to be precise in your speech and to express your being and articulate yourself. Say what you truly are thinking, your desires. It takes a lot of bravery, right? It takes courage to tell this to other people, to tell what you need out of them, to tell them what you are. So first, you need to express yourself and convince yourself that you're able to say this to a person, right? Let's say your brother is bothering you, right? And you want them to stop. You want your brother to stop. You need to speak up. You need to tell them, I do not want you to harass me. I feel bad when you bother me. Because if you don't, you're going to be stepped by him all your life and you're going to be stepped by other people. So the 10th rule is to be precise in your speech. Do not be afraid to raise your hand. And it's so hard to do this, especially if you don't even speak the language like I was. I was struggling with this so bad. Now imagine this. Imagine you're in a completely new place. You left your friends behind, and you cannot speak the language. You're gonna feel lonely, right? So it was a necessary thing for me to learn how to speak English. But I didn't even have the focus because I couldn't even read a book. I couldn't read a single line. I was like, no, I hate books. I'm never gonna read a book. So I continued being this illiterate, unskillful, incompetent person, right? So you need to articulate yourself and be precise in your speech because you don't want to be the person who I was, who couldn't even speak to anyone and couldn't get their point across and their view and their wants and their needs. Now, the 11th rule is to not bother children while they're skateboarding. And skateboarding in this case means when they're trying out new things or new dangerous things that make them step out of their comfort zone. So let's say this kid wants to learn how to skateboard, right? It's gonna be dangerous at first. It's gonna probably scrap his knee or he's gonna hurt himself because he's learning, right? But he needs this to become a better man. It's a new skill. He becomes competent when he learns how to skateboard. And now he's competing against other men, right? And we need this. And I see so many parents being afraid. I'm not a parent, right? I don't know. I can't speak for parents or children, right? Because I don't have children. But I truly believe that there is parents out there They are so afraid of their kids being hurt that they never let their children experiment or find out what they like. So they never step on danger. And what is the result of that? Well, it's a kid in their room playing at 3 a.m., screaming with their friends, in underwears, eating Cheetos, never going out, never speaking to no one, never being precise in their speech, never articulating what they want, because they never step out of their comfort zone. And if they never do this, they never learn skills, they become incompetent. So obviously, I'm not a parent. If you want to take this point, go ahead. If you don't, I know I don't have the credibility, but obviously, I have seen children doing this, that they get told no when they want to do something that is dangerous, right? That is new. So they never go out of their comfort zone. Now, the 12th rule, 12th, 12th, yeah, 12th rule is to pet a cat on the street when you see one. What this means is to take some time to appreciate small things in life, right? Because Jordan Peterson says that life is suffering, right? And this has been a point made in a lot of cultures, in religion, and it is that life is suffering. So when you see something that is a nice detail about life, maybe the street that you are seeing right there, and it looks nice, take some time to look at that tree and appreciate it. Maybe your favorite leaf, your cat, just pet them and appreciate little things that life can bring to you. Because if you don't appreciate this, you're going to be totally ungrateful. If you don't appreciate the small things that life has to offer to you, you're going to be ungrateful. You lose things when you are not grateful for the things that you have. So if you do not appreciate the small things, you're going to lose things because you're not ungrateful of them. You're not paying attention to them. So they're going to pass. Now, that's it for this video. I hope it was valuable for you. I'm literally recording it inside, outside, because I can record inside. It's a lot of people there. And I told myself today, I'm going to record this video. Doesn't matter if it rains, doesn't matter anything. I'm gonna stop making excuses and finally finish the book, finally make this video. So, hope it was valuable for you. And that's it.